And
that
horrible.
doesn't even look like a track. It just looks like the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
It's been a busy couple of months building and modifying our mighty GQ, so we decided to head back into the mountains for some R&R with the GU and Opus OP4 in tow. Exploring some of our favourite spots in New South Wales, we never fall short of incredible finds. But, as with most of our so-called relaxing trips, we end up pushing the boundaries of ourselves and our rigs to the point of no return. Getting the trailer into some slightly hairy situations before sending the GU up the infamous Army Trail and potentially taking things a little bit too far. Stick around, you don't want to miss all the action.
You nearly killed me.
Proudly supported by Tread,
Superior engineering.
and in part by. Before we get into the episode, I just want to take a second to give a special mention to someone who watches these videos every single week, and that's my auntie Joan, who has actually just turned 100 this week. So happy birthday, Joan. Hope you had an awesome week, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon.
There is a pretty nice flat spot here where someone's camped before, but we want the waterfront views down there. You can see the river. And that spot down there is a little bit more squishy and tight to get the camper trailer in, so now Demi's got to try and reverse it down there. But yeah, we want to wake up in bed overlooking the creek and stuff. People have asked me before, oh, how do you go reversing the trailer? I don't. Demi does it. I'll just let her sort it out. It's her problem now. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, stop. You smashed the trailer in.
Do you think Mum's gonna get it, Ziff?
You know why this is so hard? You don't have the party lights on. Made it down, the trailer opens this way, so we've got a nice area there. We had to level the trailer out a little bit using some safety sticks. And then we got our waterfront views. It is a little bit late today. I think it's about 6 o'clock, so the sun sort of disappeared, but I reckon it's going to be beautiful in here in the morning, and it's meant to be a nice hot sunny day tomorrow. Trailer's pretty much set up. Demi's just in there making the bed and sorting a couple of things out. I've got to light in the fire now. So good to be out here in the mountains, middle of nowhere, no one around. So it's just Demi, myself and Zeph away for the next few days exploring some of Coffs Harbour, our favourite spot, but I could probably make 50 videos here, new places every time. It's just an incredible part of the world, and I feel like Coffs is basically my local now. I'm going to claim it as that, so may upset a few actual locals, but yeah, this is like our favourite place to go to, only about an hour and a half from home. Absolutely beautiful down in here this morning. Sun coming in everywhere, it's warming up. Water looks amazing. We don't have an exact plan of what we're going to do today, but hopefully try and check out a couple of waterfalls, a couple of full drive tracks, see what we can find. I guess just do a bit of exploring around this area for the next last night and then the next 2 nights. We're camped on a bit of a junction here where that smaller creek meets the big creek, big river. I'd have to check my map, but I feel like that's either the Bobo River or the Little Nimboida River, one or the other.
This river system out here is just absolutely incredible. Not too far away from camp, we spotted a couple of waterfalls on the drone. After a relaxing morning at camp, we packed up the OP4 and headed off in search of some adventure.
out exploring the tracks. We're sort of winding our way down off the mountain through a few back roads, which always makes me nervous with the trailer, because when you come to things on the track and then you can't turn around, like you got to try and turn around, then what? Like when you're on one-way tracks like this. I don't know much about camper trailers, so I'm like, oh, it seems risky, you know, out exploring. But we thought this was more of a main road, just a main dirt trail, but it's turned into a bit of a narrow four-wheel drivey track. But we've come to a log on the road here, and looks like people have been squeezing under it, but I don't think our big patrol's going to fit under that. So I might have to do a bit of work to cut this thing down. Demi's saying she thinks we might be able to fit under it, so we're going to have a shot. Yeah, it's going to be close. Got yourself over a bit more, you make it work. You go turn, otherwise it's going to go off the roof. Yeah, keep coming. Made it.
Told ya.
You know what we learned, Zeph? Always listen to Mum. That was so close. Everything like the recovery tracks and the awning and all that just nicked it.
Just a professional driver.
Yeah. Not much room for movement there. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a problem. That tree we came under is only just up there, and now we're down here at the next situation. Like often happens in these gullies on the side of the mountains, the track starts to get washed away. And we got the car around it all right, but that camper trailer is just very close. It's not a huge drop, it's only a couple of meters, but obviously you don't really want the trailer to slip down. I feel like it will probably hold that line, but it's still a bit of risk there. Trying to work out a plan to make sure we can get the trailer safely around this corner was a hard one. You couldn't go too far that way, and obviously this is what happens the other way as well. So I think we might grab some treads off the roof, sort of slot them down in there a bit, and that'll help stabilize and get it through. Got the treads down there, so widen up the road, make a little bridge, and that should yeah, help us out. Yeah, and yeah, drive it. Nice. Saved by the treads again.
Bloody queen driver over here.
That worked really well. They definitely got us out of that sticky situation. Keep on going. Hopefully there's not too many more obstacles. Another fun day on the tracks.
Another one of Dad's dumb decisions.
New Dad's Dumb Decisions hats now available at tylerthompson.com.au.
For a short time only, get ready for summer racing.
First stop of the day is Battery Falls, just off the side of the road. A little walking track. Can be a bit hard to find this one, but yeah, cool waterfall down there. Been down there once before a couple of years back. What do you think?
Nice. Pretty.
What do you think, Zeph?
What do you think?
Such a good waterfall, this one, and it's weird because it's so far out, I guess, into the mountains. No one really comes here. It's a fairly quiet spot. It seems unlikely you'll see anyone else here. The track down to here gets very little use. Fair bit more water flowing than the last time we came to this place. It's pretty incredible today. This little pool up the top, so I think we're going to swim in it rather than try and clamber down to the bottom of the main falls. Little pool there to swim in, it's quite deep. Nice little freshen up. We'll head back to the car and keep on going. Alright, we made it to camp. It's just been one of those days where we haven't done a whole heap of filming. And yeah, by the time we got out of that bush back on that creek there, we sort of wound our way through, and we had a couple of dead ends. It took forever reversing the trailer out and stuff. So I don't know, it's nearly 4 o'clock now, but what we've decided to do, because it was getting a bit hard to sort of find a spot out the bush somewhere there nice and safe to leave the trailer. So what we're going to do is camp at this campground out the back of Coffs here, 4-wheel drive and camp Coffs Harbour or something it's called. It's basically a farmland, really good central location to everything. Nice big open paddock. We got the corner down here to ourselves, so we're just going to set up the trailer here for the next 2 nights and do a bit of exploring from here. Set up now, and then I think we might go for a little bit of a drive the last few hours of daylight today. Camp set up, all done, so that'll be us for the next 2 nights. It'll make it much easier, especially with Zeph. Like, babies are a lot of work. Yeah, you Zeph, you're a lot of work. Do you never stop? So, hi guys, we're ready for Army Trail. We just pulled up here at the bottom of the infamous Army Trail. Zeph and I are going to jump out and film. Demi's going to have a crack at the bottom section.
I don't know if I will.
It's currently 6 o'clock. I don't know if Army Trail at 6 o'clock is the smartest of ideas, but yeah, we'll give it a crack. We'll see what happens. So I tried to get up this in the nav once and failed, but you know, that's 33s rear locker only IFS. This is 35s twin locks. This is obviously much more capable, and it was a bit wet when we tried in the nav too. Like, it was quite slippery up the top half, so if the top half is dry, we should be all good. We'll see when we get there. We'll drive this bottom half and then we'll work it out as we go. Here we go, Army Trail.
Do you mean bottom half, meaning like the next 2 meters and then you drive the rest?
Yeah, yeah. Easy.
Easy peasy,
How was that?
lemon squeezy.
Did all that easy.
It's up.
Now this is where things turn
That
horrible.
doesn't even look like a track. It just looks like the side of a mountain.
We're probably best to walk up and have a look together and like plan out a line slash if it's drivable.
I'm sick, so I can't.
Busy today, guys.
Busy today.
Awesome drive so far by Demi, but that is the easy bottom half. Now the top half starts. I'm getting the sweat up. Run Zeph around here. Alright, we just gotta go look at that step.
What the heck is that?
Alright, watch your line. That step's nearly bigger than you.
The line's reversing back down where we came.
Go home. No, it doesn't look too bad. The only thing is leaning into the bank.
What the hell? How? How did you get up here?
Drive up. Alright, you keen to have a crack?
Not really, I'm scared.
Yeah, it's dry. It's not slippery, so we can... There should be plenty of traction. So we can just take it slow, and if there's any problems, just back.
Can you crawl it?
Yeah, you should be able to crawl. Like, it's not a momentum thing. So today isn't where you just put your foot down, limit a bash till you get to space.
What's the fun in that?
This is cruel.
So we're doing our daily Sunday drives.
Yeah. The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to damage the rear quarter on the patrol, but we'll try to ensure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but if it does,
It's
I
your
don't
fault.
I don't get in trouble.
Okay, sure.
And it's not, I don't get in trouble, it's, there's no sly anger digs.
It's I'll get the grinder and we're doing a chop.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to have a turn?
No, I'm busy. How do you reckon Mum's gonna go, Zeph? This step's actually pretty messed up. Nothing. Did you hear me? Nothing, I just said this step's relatively easy, so you'll be all good. Whoops, she heard us, Zeph.
He's making me do it, guys. I had to do a little week because I was so scared. Tell my kids I love them. nearly killed me.
How's that?
You nearly killed me.
You did the right thing, you just sort of let it fall back. Like, don't do anything just to the steering wheel, just sort of let it fall back when that happens. Back it up and I might just reapproach this.
Maybe you should do it.
Alright, what do you want to do?
You do it.
Hey?
You do it.
No, do you have another go or not?
No, definitely not.
Hey?
No.
You don't? Okay, well put it in park, turn it off, hop out then.
Are you gonna have a turn?
Well, yeah, I'll have a turn if you don't want to do it. What an exciting place to jump in the car. I made it! You know what the worst part of this is? I cannot get the seatbelt to work yet. Yeah. It felt like it was stopping, and I think it's the rear diff burying itself.
Army Trail just doesn't let up with section after section as you continue climbing the mountain. With some pretty bad angles here, I jumped out and decided to do a little bit of track packing.
That bloody rear diff, I tell ya. Put some treads down, see if that gets me anywhere. To the rescue!
Here's Dad. Up the hill. Dad did it, Jeff! How does it feel?
That's so good. How good was those recovery tracks?
Pretty
Packed
good.
rocks for 3 hours, got nowhere. Threw a few treads down.
On our way,
May as well
boys.
be in a highway. Alright, I've jumped back out. Demi's feeling quite nervous. I'll do a big wheel lift back down there, so I said, why don't you just get back in and drive the rest of the track? I think that's the worst. This looks still quite technical and, you know, it's not easy, but it's not all that angled stuff like that. This is more just slow rock crawling. Yeah, it's looking good. See if it'll climb that. I may be on the diff, but I can't see. Yeah, it must be on the diff. Yes, nicely done. Alright, try again, a bit more momentum, it'll go, or it's just slipping for some reason, it's a bit slippery there. Yeah, that's it, nice.
I hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far. I just want to take 20 seconds to thank Outback Equipment, who are always supporting these videos, my channel and what I do. With the upcoming Black Friday sales starting on the 14th of November, Outback Equipment is going to be doing daily insane deals across a whole range of products on their website. They're going to be running it for a couple of weeks right through to Cyber Monday. All you have to do is be signed up to the email listing, which you can do on their website down the bottom in the footer, and you'll get those daily emails and score yourself some cracker deals on some four-wheel driving camping gear. So make sure you get on it. Back to the episode.
Back at camp now. It is a little bit late. It's about 9:15 after we came off Army Trail. It was so much fun going up there. I'm so glad we did that and conquered that track. Combined driving from Demi and I. Team effort. I did the easy bits and you did the hard stuff. And then we went up the top of Mount Karamba and had a bit of a look. I didn't really film anything because it was getting dark. Good view from up there though. Popped back down and we did actually stop and have a quick swim on the way to camp near Nana Glen there. And then yeah, we're back here now cooking up a bit of a late dinner.
You saw on Tyler's Instagram I was naked, so get on that, otherwise you miss out.
Well, I actually got a video on here too. I was going to overlay that when I mentioned it. For dinner tonight, we just cooked up a bit of rice and now we're going to cook up some salmon. And then what goes with this, we got some broccolini, avocado. Feels so good after that swim. Did a lot of sweating this afternoon running up and down Army Trail. And it's also very nice to come back to the Opus camper trailer all set up here with the nice kitchen at it, all the bed ready to go. So even though back to camp late, it's not as much, well, I'm bashing this tripod around everywhere, not as much of an issue when you got to set up like this. We just cooked dinner. I don't even think we'll bother lighting the fire, to be honest. Yeah. Dinner's done, tastes good. I was bloody starving, keen to eat. It's nice to be in here in the trailer and enjoy it. We didn't have the fire going or anything. But that's us done for today. We'll see everyone in the morning.
Bye.
I can't remember whether I've said yet, but I found out about this place from a 4-wheel drive 24/7 episode. I know they camp here when they come and do the Coffs Harbour stuff. It's a pretty good spot. It's really just a farm stay. It cost us $34 per night, which is for the three of us. I think they charge per person. They do have 2, maybe 3 toilets spread out across the areas. Heaps of room to spread yourselves out. There's fire pits everywhere, so you can have fires in the fire pit. Grass is all well kept, place is nice and tidy. But yeah, not my usual spot. It's just much easier with Zeph and the camper trailer to have a bit of a base spot to set up. But we're just taking it easy this morning. I think it's about 8:30 now. Zeph was already awake pretty early. I hung out with him for a while and then he's gone back to bed now. So he's back in bed with Demi having a morning nap. He hasn't been sleeping very well overnight, so we're all a little bit worn out. Being lazy and using a packet mix today.
Looking at them doing nothing as usual, while I'm over here cooking up a breakfast for gods.
That's just taking a rest after I did all the washing and cleaning this morning.
Blah blah blah. No one can hear you. These are just practice ones, so let's not take note.
What the hell are you guys feeding me?
And there we have it, guys.
Pancake's done.
Woo.
Being that this is a farm, there is various animals around the place. They seem to keep a heap of horses at their camp just there. And Whole herd of horses here. Herd? What do you call a pack herd of horses? Come back out into the bush for a bit of four-wheel driving and exploring. Or over the Sherwood side now, over, yeah, a bit of a different area, Coffs Harbour, but only 10-15 minutes to get into this forest from where we were camped. First track of the day we're doing is Woolgoolga Creek Road, I believe it's called, and yeah, wound our way down off the mountain there through this beautiful creek here, considering even going for a little swim, and then it heads back up the other side. That's our only plan so far, this track, and then don't know. So nice in the water and out here in this rainforest out the back of Coffs. Demi's just jumping in now, and then we got to get back up the other side of this gully. 1-0 go.
That's it, that's all I'm doing.
Those last few shots after we had a swim haven't actually been Woolgoolga Creek Road. We went up there another 50 metres and there was just a huge mess of logs and trees across the road. Yeah, not clearable by me. So we turned around and we're coming up sort of like a parallel one, Middle Ridge Road. So that's what we're doing at the moment. That's what you've been watching, and that's what we'll keep doing. I don't know if there's anything else on it, but it's been, you know, just a nice medium, easy-ish track so far. All of a sudden the track went from medium to extreme. They're pretty nasty steps, those ones, a deep ride, and I'm concerned about the next bit because it's so chewed out and I feel like I'm gonna be on my side nearly on the way up. How's the big GU diff drag mark just there.
And this next section of track was where we were about to spend a long time. No one had driven it in ages, the ruts were very deep, and both my diffs were just smashing into the ground the whole way up. And I couldn't really give it much momentum because the driver's side of the car was so close to that bank, and if I hit it too hard, I was concerned I was just going to smash that whole side of the car into the bank.
It's slowly getting there. I just don't know if I'm gonna get all the way. It's just literally trying to plow those diff things out. That's why I'm just sort of going at each time, but I don't wanna really floor it. I'm too worried I'll jerk both the driver's side doors into the bank. But yeah, I don't know, maybe try a bit more rock packing, see if that helps at all. But it's pretty funny, just slowly plowing my way out the track. Bearing in hard there. Yeah. That's just like bulldozing. Started to lift that.
Now you're probably thinking, why didn't I just whip out the winch? When it came down to contemplating it, we had already gotten halfway. Each try we inched that a little bit further, so we didn't want to give up. Plus, thinking of all the stress on the winch, trying to pull a 3-ton patrol that far, plowing the ground.
Get out this time?
I'll have to climb back out the other side. Right next to me you can see where the back wheel's been spinning.
Yeah.
Say hi camera. Say Dad's holding me while Mum moves the treads. You wanna drive this bit, Zeph. So give it to me, Dad. I'll put it on the limiter. I'm so close. What a mission this has been. Chuck him in. Oh man, what a mission this is. Oh, it's gonna be good / hilarious when we actually get to the top. It's just been diff plowing the whole time. Nearly there. Getting in and out of the car now, the front's up. Gotta try and get the back up.
Woo! Jesus Christ!
Is that a big rock there you put there? Well, we made it. What was that, an hour? An hour?
At least there was no winching.
Yeah. Hopefully that's the worst of the track and the rest isn't too bad. Got the treads back on the roof and we'll keep on going. There's definitely still a bit here in front, but it doesn't look too extreme, hopefully.
You're on the bank there. It's a casual peacock at camp.
We've arrived back at camp. After we came off that Middle Ridge Road, we decided to call it a day. Came down off there, aired up the tyres, went into Nana Glen, filled up on fuel for the drive home tomorrow because we'll be leaving here in the morning, and had a swim there as well to freshen up before we came back here. It's been a bit of rain around, but it's a little bit clearish at the moment, so I think we're going to get this fire going. What do you think this is, Zeph? Having a little bit of a fancy dinner tonight and cooking pizza on the fire. So we're just here cutting up the ingredients now, so having prawn pizzas. So what goes on these? Prawns, mushrooms, olives, roasted capsicum, cheese. And the reason we wanted to have pizza is because I got this new pizza oven to try, which goes on top of my fire pit. So it's from Drifter Stockton, and it's like it sits on top and you cook your pizza in it. A little pizza oven. It's got the temperature gauge on top there and a hot plate to sit your pizza on. We're gonna give it a crack and hopefully have some delicious campfire pizzas on the fire. I feel like I said fire so many times.
pizza's prepared and then put it on the tray. I'll go first.
Standard. Who said Shireen was dead?
I did the most hard work today.
Doubt it.
I was the one who got us up all those crazy hills.
Doubt it. I kept our child alive, so no matter what you say, I win.
I did that. We got our oven on the fire, push our pizza in on the tray there, and then we'll let it cook in there for a little while and see how it goes. Damn. That's the first pizza done. It actually worked really well. Easy prawn pizzas on the fire. Alright, that's it. Another little family holiday over. Just about to hitch the trailer on and then we're heading home this morning. And that spot down there is a little bit more squishy. She's got to try and reverse it down. She's got to try and reverse it down. People, trailer's pretty much set up. Pretty good camp spot we had there. I actually found this pretty good camp spot I'd have to check with all places like this, all these little creeks and boom 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 boom. Haven't done. Back at camp now. Back again. Good to sort of do that. It's good to do. Boom, 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 boom. Made it up the top of that middle ridge. Alrighty, back at camp. Made it back to camp after we came up that top. Made it back to camp